But in terms of project, let's talk about a little project. One of the things that I am asked to do a lot is to do benefit concerts and stuff on top of a Broadway show. I do a lot of work for Broadway Cares and the Actors Fund. And those are both organizations that help anyone in the field and a lot of people worldwide in the United States, especially right now with the pandemic that's going on. They're helping a lot of people who might not be able to afford their health care or stuff like that. So I very strongly appreciative of those things, and anytime they call me to do something, I'm happy to. So the project that we've decided to do is we have given you the plot of Six, the musical. And it's there. I did delete a couple of things. And the reason, if you open that and it says, would you like to manually locate reference files? Know that Six on Broadway has thousands and thousands of pixels and different things.
Remember
and
the drawing was we were hoping you remember today. It came up yesterday.
How many?
Yeah, do you remember how many pixels?
No, I could go back and look, but I do not remember off the top of my head.
As well.
Anyway, like, because it was so much, we did all of those things in separate drawings, and we're referencing those drawings. I've deleted and broken some of those things, and that's why it's going to say it can't find everything. None of that stuff you need for this drawing, and that's just about keeping the workflow moving forward. So I left you a little voicemail that in that file that says project. I just did a little phone call last night just to myself and said, this is one of the things that's going to happen. I'm going to get a call from Ken or Natasha or from Broadway Cares, and they're going to be like, hey, this is what we want to do. Can you do this? So what we're asking you to do is to take the Six drawing. We've given it completely, so there's the full drawing in there, and we're going to modify it for a Monday night show that's going to go. And you're going to have to go in and delete a couple things from the drawing so that you get a chance to do that. Find out and navigate through the layers to get stuff that you need, or make a new layer for the set that you're going to use for your show. You're also going to have to go through the title block and change things, because the title block is going to be existing, so you don't have to build one from scratch or anything. But it is going to say that Tim Deiling did the show and that it's Six, and that is not the case. This is going to be a benefit for the Actors Fund, so you need to go through and change all of that information. And make sure it will give you a chance to kind of play around with both the layout of things and pull stuff in. The other thing we're going to allow you to do, or ask you to do, is you can bring in a floor package. So you're going to use the overheads as they exist in the show, but you can decide, hey, I want to bring in 10 Sharpies and put them around the platform, or I want to build some custom ladders. And that's going to allow you to do your creativity. If you know Vectorworks very well, you can do something elaborate and build a bunch of ladders and build a whole wall of pars if you want to, or anything else. If you're new to it, it's going to allow you to just quickly find symbols, put it in, and do stuff. So in the voicemail, what I say is that we are going to take out the set for Six. We're going to remove the rostra, which is the platform, and the lighting towers that we use on Six. We're going to pretend that it can just roll off into the wings and disappear. And then each Monday night, they're going to put on a little stage. That's I think I said 22-foot circular stage. And they're going to have a piano, guitar, and bass drums. And then down center, they're going to have a microphone and a stool. So you're going to have to draw those things into Scenic, because typically when you do this, just so you know, there isn't a Scenic designer. So you have to do that drawing too. And all of those should be, if you look in your Vectorworks up in the resource, there should be pre-built symbols that you can use. If you've drawn your own, you can do those, but Vectorworks has a great library. It has pianos that are pre-done. There's drum kits that are pre-done, all those stuff that you can just implement into that. And then if you are using new kind of symbols, if you're using a light that we're not using in Six, you're going to have to add that to your instrument schedule so that they know what is there and all of that kind of stuff. Does that make sense, Tim?
So it's like in the West End when we have Sunday concerts when the show is dark. So on Broadway there is no show on a Monday. So that's often when like a singer might go in, or a charity event or something like that. So it's what did you say for actors? Broadway Cares, Tim? What was the event?
Yeah. Broadway Cares.
So Tim's, I guess, left you a voicemail that details the brief of the show, and maybe we should also say that you have to get all of it loaded in, and whatever you're designing has to be loaded and built by like 1 p.m. so that you can have cast on stage by 2 to tech it, and you'll do the show that night. So it's like a little small concert or gig on stage at 6, but you'll use our lights except for the stuff on stage. And we're here. I'm here throughout the evening. This will be your homework for tonight. You do not have to finish it in any way. It's really just something to get you into that drawing and get you familiarized with how it gets set up is the whole key thing to this. Because I think what was great about listening to you, Tim, was what you really have given us by showing us those frozen drawings is like an overview of how something like this is set up and what are the key bits of information that need to be there so that it's communicated and it's validated and we know that everything fits. So this is an extension of that. So it's your chance to muck around in a drawing that already exists, but you get a little project to add your stuff in that. So